Ladies and gentlemen, Jamie Benizri. I'm here in Toronto, downtown core, with my man David Piccolo from Tax Chambers. Thanks for being here, man.
Not a problem, not a problem.
So I'm really excited that you're doing this clip with us because I'm about to ask you a question that I've never asked anyone before, and that is, what's new with tax?
People think tax is boring, but actually tax is a constantly changing field. That's always something interesting. So I know in the past years to 6 months, you've been hearing a lot about the Panama Papers. But basically in the winter time, there was a rogue employee that blew the whistle on all of these tax structures. You heard people like Lionel Messi, Emma Watson, all these celebrities that are involved. And basically the Panama Papers was about this firm in Panama that was setting up these structures for non-residents for whatever purposes.
Now, is that in and of itself, was illegal? Is that acceptable?
Now, you could have a legal structure in Panama. You could have an illegal one. It depends on how you use it and what you're reporting to the Canada Revenue Agency. So I'm sure that if you're being set up by one of the big four accounting firms, you're probably not going to be advised to not report things. But some people are entrepreneurs, they did it by themselves, and they're probably the ones that are getting in trouble right now.
Why is it in the news now? I mean, I would imagine this has been going on for a long time.
Well, I think it's a very sexy topic that people say, okay, people aren't paying their fair share of the tax. You have the everyday guy going to work, the tax getting off their paycheck, and meanwhile other people can go out and hire advisors and shelter a larger amount of income. But that's not always the case. A lot of people are doing these things for real reasons. Maybe they have vacation property somewhere in Costa Rica or whatever.
These are legitimate reasons.
Legitimate reasons. They may have, a business that is, partly based offshore, and it makes more sense for them to do it. So a lot of these things are done with the advisor as part of the setup process.
So, David, what's the consequence of having your name in these papers?
Well, your name is now publicized that you have these accounts or you were a client of this law firm. In and of itself, it's not a big deal because, as I said, you could have these structures that are put in place properly where you're reporting everything to CRA and everything's okay. And if you're comfortable with your name being in there, so be it. If you're a private person or you think that you may have screwed up, well, CRA's caught you. CRA has your name, and it becomes a question of them pursuing whatever enforcement action. The real question is, right now we have one law firm in Panama that's disclosed information. It was a big law firm, but it was just one of many. Are there other law firms in Panama that are going to be next? If not Panama, is it going to be the BVI? Is it going to be other jurisdictions that CRA is going to go after?
David Piccolo.
All right, Jamie.
Thanks
Always
for being
a pleasure.
here. Panama Papers, that's what's new in tax. Logik Live from Toronto.